A look at the Lakers as they got off the team bus after arriving at the arena. And the game arrival sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The Chicago River winding its way through the heart of the Windy City. Our sight tonight. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Our game tonight featuring the Chicago Bulls as they go up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, we all saw the media frenzy that surrounded Anthony Davis when his plans to leave New Orleans emerged. He said, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard, championships, all that stuff matters the most to me. Between money or legacy, my legacy will win that battle every time. Kevin?
Winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Friday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. And then on Sunday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors. And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Anthony Davis is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's McGee in at the center position. And for Chicago, Markkanen and Carter are up front. Dunn is out there with Harrison, and it's Porter in at the 3. In the new season, Chris, every team wants that fast start, but when you really think about it, how important is that in the grand scheme of things?
Well, it depends on where you are. Like, let's think about Houston last year with the injuries. You don't want to get to a slow start where you're fighting for home court advantage. So it's very important. And usually veteran teams know that first 2-3 weeks of the season is when you can sneak teams. And if you're a younger team and you understand that, wait a minute, it's all about attention to detail, focus, and playing hard, you can get some pretty nice upsets early, because when for young teams, once the scouting report comes out and teams hold in on you, it might be a little bit more of a difficult season as the days go ahead. Yeah, watch out.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, and with Lauri Markkanen, you know you're going to get shooting from his spot. Great release and has been efficient from range since his rookie year.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Chris, with Markkanen, the shooting frees up the rest of his offensive game.
Yeah, and he's better than you think going to the rim. He doesn't blow by anyone, but has the length and the hops on his drives to get a solid look while on the move.
Here's Dunn after the basket by the Lakers. Outside, Markkanen. Porter looking it over. Back to Markkanen. 5 on the clock. The Lakers with the rebound. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They were flat out sniping from deep. They look very comfortable pulling the trigger on the road.
Here's Carter. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
What unselfishness from the young guard, Dunn. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
Green passes to McGee. Back to Green. Caldwell-Pope for 3. Connects from three-point range.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's all about establishing a rhythm. I mean, you start to see it fall, you begin to believe.
And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. And the Lakers with some changes. Howard comes in for JaVale McGee. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Green. little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Markkanen, good.
And that's the confidence his teammates want to see. Markkanen is adept at firing off the pass.
Outside Rondo. Caldwell Pope, left side. Right side, Davis. And Davis throws it down.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game.
And with LeBron James managing to extend his prime, the pressure is on this Lakers organization to make the most of it.
Yeah, you're right, Jay. I mean, it's the kind of pressure you want, though. I mean, getting those superstar players is the hard part. Finding that supporting cast, that's the hard work part.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Down against Rondo. Dunn passes to Markkanen. And that one is off.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
Rondo kicks to Davis. Shoots over Markkanen. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Rondo. Davis has got 8.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Dunn dishes to Carter. They shoot again. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty. James, the bounce pass. Lakers passing it around. Outside Howard. Offensive rebound. The second effort. Here's Davis. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, we got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
Here for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James. Alex Caruso comes in for Caldwell Pope. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And that one's good by Porter.
A real weapon of Porter's outstanding at finding the room he needs on the perimeter to pull the trigger.
Left side, Davis. Young with the steal. To the paint. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah. Bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Now, here's Howard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Davis. That one, no good. Good defensive work there by Young. Inside, here's Gafford. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Now the pass to Howard. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion and protect the rim right there.
Shots good by Gafford. Gafford's got his second bucket of the night.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
It's not going to be easy, but they've come this far, and they're right here.
And they double up Davis. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Lakers with possession here. Here's Chicago. 9 points in a row. Good run for them right now. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Now, here is Young. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
Not to mention his defense. I mean, he was a terror. He came away with 3 steals and caused a whole lot of headaches.
L.A. has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Cook. And it's White with the rebound.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D. Avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
And the Lakers with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. And it's Green in for Anthony Davis. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Porter finds Satoransky. Here's Gafford. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And don't leave out his rebounding, kid. I mean, he had a big impact in that game with all his effort on the glass.
Cook. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. One misses, and out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Five seconds left to play in the first. 2 on the clock. Off the left rim and out. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Lakers lead by 2. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And it's Cook with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. So for the Lakers right now, inside we've got Kuzma and McGee. Then it's Green, and it's Cook in at the 1. Chicago trailing here. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hannu Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks. Chris, is there someone you competed with that you feel is underrated by history, has not been given their due?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think when you look at White Chalk to Jason Williams, what he started in the culture of play and what he continued. And you look at Ben Wallace, who I played with 4 years at Washington, and he was coming off the bench there, and we saw that potential with him. I mean, the way he led the league in rebounding, his defensive prowess. I mean, the Pistons wouldn't have had a championship and gotten to another final if it wasn't for him. And also, I got to shout my man Mike Bibby and Peyton Stoyakovich, 2 of the best shooters I've played.
Oh, great names, and I totally agree.
He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for with hops.
Out to Kuzma. Beyond the arc. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Using his good shooting mechanics, Kuzma has the necessary range to hit from deep.
Pass to Gafford. Dish now to Young. Gafford passes to White. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And not many checks in the NBA, but C-Web, Tomas Satoransky leading the way on that front.
Yeah. Best player from a country that is having a golden age for their national team. Satoransky, I mean, he said that he is very proud to represent the Czechs in the NBA, and he's doing a great job at it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Alex Caruso.
Last year, Kevin, had a lot of holes in their teams. They struggled on offense as well as defense, and their lack of outside shooting was one of their bigger issues.
Now here's Rondo. An 11-point game for him in the win against San Antonio.
That is what LeBron does. No one challenges the heart of the defense more than him. Impossible to stop him when he hits that deep.
And James picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. C-Web, the Bulls last year, bottom two offense in the league.
Yeah, only slightly better than the Knicks. I mean, you know, Kevin, injuries hurt. They had to suit up 22 different players last year. But overall, this team has a lot of work to do on the offensive end to improve.
Ripped away. Here's Carter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's a three-point Chicago lead.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
And James gets it to go. James has got 6.
There's almost no stopping LeBron. If he's allowed to get inside, too strong, too skilled.
And it's Carter penetrating, lays it up off the glass. Carter's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bulls.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Here's James. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Dunn. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Showing he has plenty of tricks in his bag. Dunn never passed from about whipping out the floor.
Pass to Rondo. Over Dunn. Second chance effort. Nice shot by Rondo. Rondo's got his first 2 points.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Lakers trail by 3. James right side. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got 3 assists tonight.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you. Always has his head on a swivel.
Here's Harrison. 11 points for him in that last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And it was the little things, too. I mean, getting to the line, finding ways to get his points any way possible.
Chicago making a switch here. Porter's checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Howard comes in for JaVale McGee. Davis is subbed in for Green. Rondo looking around. From deep LeBron. No good there. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Here's Harrison. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Bulls lead by 3.
And this is what teammates expect from their point guards. Dunn, I mean, pacing the offense well.
Davis inside, Markkanen on him, and Davis gets it to go.
Well, Jim Boylan, he won the Chicago head coaching job after his intern stint. The fans were unsure of the hire, but the front office believes in him moving forward.
Now, here's Dunn. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And his impact wasn't just on offense. He played great D, blocked 2 shots. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot he didn't do in that game.
Here is Howard after the made shot from Wendell Carter. And for Boylan Chris, he's been a bit demanding on his roster.
Yeah, Kevin, it's going to be tough. He's tasked with molding this young Bulls core. I mean, the front office wanted a hard-nosed coach. They believe they found their guy with Boylan's approach.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And some changes here for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for LeBron. Alex Caruso comes in for Caldwell Pope, and Quinn Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Here is Cook. 8 points his last outing, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And when you watch the Bulls play, Chris, they just seem to lack an organizational direction.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the team committed to Boylan to shape their youth. They don't seem to be interested in playing up-tempo or following any NBA trend. The distrust between players in the front office is not helping their recruiting of free agents. A lot going wrong there.
That's good from Cook.
A championship standard in LA with the Lakers. The expectations will always be high.
Oh, yeah, Jay, you've been there with me. I mean, we both look up in the Raptors and seen those 16 championship banners up there. I mean, with LeBron James in the fold, the expectation is to get to 17, 18.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Buries it from 3-point range.
Like the vision from Porter, not just looking for his own shot, constantly looking to get it to the open man.
And the Lakers with possession here. The Bulls knocking down the 3. Kuzma outside. It's to Caruso. At 6. Here's Howard. Trying to get open as Davis. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Howard.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Porter against Kuzma. Now here's Porter. He has 5. Shoots over Kuzma. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
I thought that one was going to go down. Mid-range jumpers. Oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So, we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. They really touched on the right formula in the second quarter as they were able to pull out to a 6-point lead before the halftime break. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
They were really efficient on offense. Shared the basketball well, great shot selection. That accounted for a high field goal percentage in the first half.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
The second half is gut check time for the defense. Allowing over 60% shooting is weak sauce. Weak barbecue sauce, weak butterfinger sauce, weak sauce period. Coach needs a light fire under these guys. If you don't want to do it, I'll do it, Ernie.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Fans, just broadcasters, love to see teams get out and attack in transition. Would you like to see the league crack down on intentional fouls that will halt that break, slow down that break, stifle that break?
No, because the home fans or the fans of the team that's fouling doesn't want that team to get out and get an easy 2 points. I mean, we still have to have defense in the game, so anything that takes away from team scoring, you just can't say, well, we want to watch them score, don't do it. No. And very honestly, if you're an unselfish team, usually on those breaks, it's usually because a player holds the ball too right. Usually they have another open player in front of them that they can pass it up to. And if you're an unselfish team, usually you'll still give the fans what they want. And that's a crazy highlight.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at the Bulls. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. Harrison out there with Dunn, and it's Carter in at center. Here's Carter, following the basket by Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Here's Dunn, and the rejection by James.
James is just a sensational shot blocker. You got to check your rear view mirror. He's relentless.
Clock at 4, and that one's good by Porter.
Could do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Lakers working the ball around now. And they double up Davis. It's deflected.
Oh, a step in the right direction. Markkanen must continue to make these kinds of efforts on defense.
Chicago leading by 5. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Chicago Bulls continue to be a team in rebuild mode. They traded for Otto Porter at the deadline last season, and that seemed like a turning point. It lessened the logjam in the front court, and his versatile game fit well with some of the young players. Now that they've added rookie Kobe White with other moves this summer, fans are eager to see this young team take the next step. Kevin?
And David, they've got some pieces too. Thank you.
Well, that's just too easy for me. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
Here's Dunn. They grab their own miss, but he stays with it. Porter kicks to Dunn. From outside the arc, he is hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got 6 rebounds in the game.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Caldwell-Pope. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. And Markkanen throws it down.
Well, easy look provided by Carter Jr. Always helps when your bigs can move the rock.
And you look at Wendell Carter Jr., the center out of Duke. Fantastic blend of size and mobility. A lot to like about what he can do.
Now Caldwell-Pope following the miss by Otto Porter from deep. That one falls. 9 points for Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
subs and changes. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. Satoransky comes in for Harrison, and it's White in for Dunn. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Caldwell Pope. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Green, and Cook sub in for James. Here's Caruso, Satoransky covering. Caruso, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Young. That one good for 2. And now a 7-point Bulls lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Outside Davis. Kuzma outside. Lets it go. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 4 assists now tonight.
He doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it. But yeah, Kevin, last season was not a successful one for the Bulls. I mean, they had the 5th worst record in the NBA, although it got him a nice draft pick. But it was another step in a long rebuilding process.
Kuzma, and he converts the layup. Now just a 3-point Bulls lead.
Incredible concentration from the big man. Knock Kuzma around all you want. He's committed to scoring inside.
Shoots from the right block, and Davis sends it back. Kuzma against Young. Here's Cook. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. For the Bulls, Chris, they had a young team, and they knew it wasn't their time.
Yeah, the team decided to move on from the Hoiberg era as well, Kevin. I mean, they dealt with a lot of injuries during last season, and the team is still searching for an identity.
Young's shot is off. Lakers trail by 3. Here's Caruso. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Lakers making a change here. Rondo's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. To the middle. Here's Young. Second change shot, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Young's got 8.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
Rondo, bounce pass. Young against Kuzma. Kicks to Rondo with a tie. Hits the 3-point bomb. Rondo's got the game tied up here for the Lakers.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
And here is Satoransky. The feed to Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
Giving his height, Markkanen makes dunking look second nature. Got to keep him away from the rim.
Outside, Davis over Markkanen. Off the mark. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Bulls out front. They lead by a bucket. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Control the pace. Get it to the right guy at the right time. These requirements top the list if you're a good point guard.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. Davis is out there with Howard. And it's Kuzma, and at the three, the small forward. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 4 rebounds in this game. Down low, here's Satoransky, and that one good. And the Bulls lead by 4.
And just running the offense, White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Here's Howard. Good defensive work there by Young.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Lakers trail by 4. Kuzma passes to Davis. He kicks it to Rondo. Launches a 3. The shot, no good. And it's Chicago the other way. Porter dishes to Young. A stupendous finish in traffic.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those efforts.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Shaquille Harris comes in for Shetterance, and Chris Dunn subbed in for White. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sidelines.
Well, guys, during that last timeout, I listened to Frank Vogel talk to his team. I told them this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
Thank you, David.
Oh, such a confident player. The defense must respect Porter's ability to deliver the payback 3.
It's blocked. There's the pass to Dunn. Well, so many people were worried about Chris Dunn's offense after his rookie year, but you know what, Greg? He's turned it around.
And gone from struggling to hit 40% of his shots to shooting better from the floor. Still a strong defender, and he's making people forget that his offense was ever a question.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops in for Dunn. And you love to have a player like Chris Dunn out on the perimeter with his defense.
Oh, man, big men love guards that can actually keep their assignment in front of them. Dunn has quick feet, great lateral movement, and that's why he's a successful defender.
Bulls making a switch here. Carter's checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
There's no question Dunn is a great athlete, but he must first work on his shooting as well as his passing.
Here's Kuzma. Good defensive work there by Young.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Bangs home the trifecta. Dunn's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bulls.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Well, they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Growing up, Chris, LeBron James always looked up to Michael Jordan, following in his footsteps. And like his idol, LeBron having success in the movies as well.
No one better to take that starring role. I mean, blockbusters, comedies. When his playing days are done, LeBron will continue to entertain.
Free throw good, James.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
His dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
The B just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass?
Young. Nice again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on JaVale McGee.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
That one is off.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. LeBron passes to Kuzma. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. The Bulls leading by 10. Dunn passes to Carter. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And the NBA seeming to be at the crossroads. Sports and fashion and crisp music. Do you think it's always been this interwoven?
Oh, Kevin, please. You see the outfits they're wearing now? Now I got to be like,
I do.
Oh, my goodness. Guys are basically coming into the game like, did you turn on the lights before you got dressed in your clothes? I mean, I know it's fashion. I'm not speaking about any one guy, but wow. I'm telling you, they're taking fashion to another level. Even though I joke about it, it's always fun anticipating what type of outfit you want to see guys walking. Especially, I mean, come on. I love their games, and then I look and I say, wow, they have to be confident on the court because they wore that to the game. They're confident in life all around.
Overall, right. Yep, that one goes. That's 12 points for LeBron.
Gotta admire the focus. James not allowing the D to get the better of him.
Quarter against Caldwell Pope. From the wing, and it's Chicago scoring again.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
Pass to LeBron. Over Porter. And it's good off the back rim and in.
I'd like to say I'm blown away, but honestly, with LeBron, a game like this, it's just par for the course.
McGee on the double team. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Dunn kicks to Porter. Shot clock at 6. Carter outside. From deep three-point range. Chicago with a new 14. Here's Young. Good on the shot. Young's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bulls.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Chicago.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Thaddeus Young.
Well, he showed what it takes to be a great rebounder tonight. Fighting for position, boxing out, never getting outworked down low.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. White comes in for Shaquille Harrison. And it's Ryan Arcidiacono in for Chris Dunn. Daniels with it, White covering. Passes it to McGee. Kicks it to Cook. Launches it. And again, Los Angeles with the triple. 20 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Young against Dudley. Young with the ball. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.